What's going on, guys, and welcome back to more MLB The Show 20. So we took game 1 of the ALCS, and today's matchup we got Justin Verlander versus Carlos Rodon. So hopefully we could lead this series 2-0. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, hit that like button, and if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. Carlos Rodon is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour. With some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all three of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
7:05.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Our game 2 temperature similar to game 1, 47 degrees at first pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 2-2. Slider strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Jimenez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. He's got it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. 3 go the Astros. Astros nothing. Sox coming up. It's the 2005 Fall Classic all over again on Major League Baseball. The Show. Justin Verlander will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
2-1. Ball.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Third baseman.
So here's Yoan Moncada. His line against Justin Verlander, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Comes set, and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now Verlander will turn and go to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. Here's Verlander now on 0-2.
1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Reddick giving chase. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Therefore, it is Gurriel, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Eloy Jimenez, and the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. First pitch on its way from Verlander.
No, that's the ball.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The 1-0. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through into left field for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Their count now at 2-2. From the stretch. And he struck him out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Luis Robert is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Verlander pauses. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
The 2-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
To the plate now, Leury Garcia, as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Behind 0-2 now. From the stretch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Maldonado is after it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Carlos Correa, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of the stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. He's at the knees and called strike three. And with two away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. George Springer is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in two count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Behind 0-2 now. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, one down. So digging in now, Tim Anderson. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at-bat, that was a terrific at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
No balls and one strike. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Catch made there by Altuve, and there are two gone now. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And that misses for ball one. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada.
Two outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with two away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. solo home run for Yoan Moncada. His first homer here in the series as the White Sox have opened things up a little bit further. It's now 4-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So here's Jose Abreu as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
2-2.
2-2.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, James McCann. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher. Right side hit hard, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Eloy Jimenez is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Abreu over at second. McCann at first. 2 out in the inning. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The count now at 2-1. From the stretch. Outside and a full count. 3-2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Count still full. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Looking to leave them loaded. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Another try at 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. White Sox able to. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch.
That's the ball. 1-1. No, that's it.
Hit back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Yuli Gurriel stands in as he looks at ball one here. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Robert comes on now, and he has it one down. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
The catcher, Martin.
First pitch on its way. Martin Maldonado comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Popped up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
Next to the Astros.
Digging in, Jose Altuve. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A ball and no strikes. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
That's the ball.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Hit on the ground toward the left. Bregman fields it cleanly, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting.
Ready now, Leury Garcia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Nick Madrigal. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Madrigal.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1-2 count.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. All set for the start of the 4th, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the
hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Right fielder looking up, gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. So now to the plate, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. That being very aggressive right now.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's 1 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Alex Bregman will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
A nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's Jimenez going back on it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Astros now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tim Anderson, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Therefore, it is Gurriel, and there's 1 gone. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Jose Abreu. It was a walk in his last trip. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. James McCann would be next. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Verlander gets the sign. Here it comes on 3-2. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. He loses him on ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
James McCann is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, ball.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Swing and a line drive. Foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit hard back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to first, and welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
That missed. That's the ball.
Thank you, Heidi. A ball and a strike now. A 1-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And that's off his leg on the mound. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now batting, catcher, Martin.
At the plate now, Martin Maldonado. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Dylan Cease is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
For the White Sox, number 84, Dylan Cease.
1 run, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. He'll come to the plate with it, and he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to right field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the run is in to score on the sac fly as this lead is trimmed to 4-3 now.
always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Yordan Alvarez is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Here comes the 1-0. And that misses. 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Ground ball left side. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base.
Leading off for the White Sox, the designated hitter.
First delivery to him on the way. Edwin Encarnacion is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
2-0 now. Pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Reddick on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready now for the White Sox, Luis Robert. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1-1 to count. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Fouled away. Verlander's ready. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
And a ball 1-0.
1-0.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Line drive to left, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Robert, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. So here's Yuli Gurriel, a fly out and a single for him so far. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out. Next up for the Stros, Martin Maldonado. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And there's a base hit on the line.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Drives it out to deep right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Gio Gonzalez trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Michael Brantley is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 2-0 to Brantley. Too high, and it's 3-0. Yordan Alvarez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
He's set. The 3-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Yeah, the manager was looking for that lefty-lefty advantage, but someone forgot to tell the guy in the box that he was at a disadvantage because he just unloaded on that thing. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. Doesn't matter what side you're throwing it from.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Moncada's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Brian Abreu enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Reddick is there to put it away for out number 1. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at 3rd. So striding in, Yohan Moncada. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
A ball and a strike. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to short. He's right there. Altuve for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Good guy. Jimmy Cordero is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50.
Into the box now, Carlos Correa. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Alex Bregman is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. George Springer will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here comes the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Go down 1-2-3. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Chris Davinsky gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jose Abreu is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. On the move is Reddick. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Settling in now, James McCann. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Now McCann with a swing and a deep drive to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Eloy Jimenez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. Davinsky typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Edwin Encarnacion stands in as he looks at a called strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. White Sox able to draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 8-5. Stepping into the box, Josh Reddick. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Ready on 1 and 2. Fouled away. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Robert is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and Framber Valdez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Luis Robert.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now at the plate, Leury Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
He's set, and the pitch.
That's the ball.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-0.
That's the ball. 2-0 the count.
2-1.
2-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. All even now, 2-2.
He's going.
Runners off for second. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Here now the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. So a full count now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Brantley going back. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And the runner from first comes around to score.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Into the box now, Yohan Moncada, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
To 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He chases out of the zone for strike three, and that's the third out of the inning. Sox get one on the RBI. Jace Fry enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Michael Brantley will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fry is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Swing and a liner. And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit. Ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Yordan Alvarez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. Reined in. There's one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Anderson picks it up to second for 1. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. So no runs. Roberto Ozuna enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 54.
Standing in, Jose Abreu. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth inning rally. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone. It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu. His first homer so far in the series as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one. Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. James McCann is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Stepping in now, Eloy Jimenez fouled off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. I'm set with the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
The White Sox down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it. And the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Nine to 7, the final score in this ball game. Houston have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Justin Verlander is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for